The sons of the prophet were hardy and bold, and quite unaccustomed to fear. But the bravest of these was a man, I am told, named Abdul Amir. There are heroes aplenty and men known to fame in the troops that were led by the Tsar. But the bravest of these was a man by the name of Ivan Skavinsky-Skavar.
Teenage girls like things that are cuddly and cute, like ducklings. For Easter in 1937, my sister Loretta and I each received a darling little fuzzy yellow duckling. I was 14 years old at the time and was very active in Girl Scouting. One of our favorite Girl Scout songs was Abdul Amir. It was a rousing ballad written by Percy French in 1877, set during the 1850s Crimean War. This 19-verse ballad was set to a lilting melody, which we loved to boldly sing. The two heroes were Ivan Skavinsky-Skavar and Abdul Amir. The ballad goes on until Abdul and Ivan meet and eventually slay one another. A strange song for Girl Scouts to sing, but we loved it and the lilting tune. But I digress. Back to the ducklings. My darling little duckling became Ivan Skavinsky-Skavar, the Russian Mongol. I tried in vain to get my 9-year-old sister to name her little duckling Abdul Amir, the Egyptian warrior. She would have no part of this suggestion and named her duckling Goo Goo. Ivan and Goo Goo made their home in a box on our living room hearth. They were very loving and perched on our shoulder with their heads nestled against our neck under our hair. By warm weather, the ducklings had grown from fuzzy little yellow creatures into a magnificent white feathered pair. Ivan was a wriggled drake with his identifying curled tail feather, and Goo Goo was his adoring mate. They were inseparable, but amazingly still very affectionate pets. Although they were too large to fit on our shoulders, they still loved to be held and would nuzzle their bills up under our hair. Ivan and Goo Goo were relegated to our backyard, where they roamed free and happy. We had a large concrete bird bath, into which we lifted them for their daily swim. My mother was a Girl Scout leader and annually took several troops on camping trips. In June 1937, we planned an 11-day outing to Fort Foote, a Civil War fort which sat high up on a bluff overlooking the Potomac River near Oxon Hill, Maryland. Mother couldn't leave my 4 younger siblings at home, so they were always along on these camping trips. This year, we could not leave Ivan and Goo Goo behind, so these now full-grown ducks were also included. Ivan and Goo Goo loved the wide open space, and whenever we ventured down the steep bluff to the Potomac, Ivan and Goo Goo accompanied us, even swimming in the river close to shore. After 11 days, we had survived and returned safely home. As summer was nearing its end, Goo Goo started to lay eggs. She and Ivan had claimed a nesting site under the latticed front porch of our neighbors. Each morning we would gather an egg and proudly deliver it to Mother. We enjoyed our daily egg for weeks, until one day, Ivan and Goo Goo decided to cross the street, and Goo Goo was struck by a car and killed. Ivan was heartbroken, as were we, and kept searching for Goo Goo. Finally, my father furnished a large mirror, which we placed against the back wall of the house. Ivan would stand in front of this mirror, billing his image for hours. Finally, he would wander away for a short distance, but quickly return to the mirror to check on his image. He soon recovered enough to resume his regular activities of swimming and grazing. Fall came and it was time for us to return to school. So my father took Ivan to a friend's farm to live with other ducks and swim in a real farm pond. Our ducks proved to be wonderfully affectionate pets, and we remember them fondly.